trying to come through. Harris, the 30 of Charlie Benson, his arm is up and he is off into the pits. A retirement for the number 30 of Charlie Benson. 1.5 laps remaining in the final of our cadets heats, as we have a kart going quite slowly round that bottom corner, just moving out of the way, allowing the leaders to get themselves through and out of the way. So last lap board is out on the start line, and it will be seen first by Charlie Wyatt. He comes through with Oliver Buckton, Bella Franklin, Gracie Mitchell, Lizzie Mentier, Catherine Potter, David Mack, Sebastian Corking in a great battle for 7th. Corking's close right up onto the back of Mack. This is the battle for 3rd though. Mitchell trying every which way to get past Bella Franklin. She's gone wide at hairpin number 2, tries to cut and tries to see if she can get on the power a little bit sooner. She can't, and it allows Franklin to pull a bit of a gap away in this battle for the final podium position, as the leaders go round hairpin number 3, hairpin number 4 for those two. It's a straight line now, and it looks like it's going to be another win. It's going to be 2 heat wins now for Charlie Wyatt, and that'll be a pole position for the final, I'm sure. Takes the checkered flag. So Charlie Wyatt wins from Oliver Buckton, Bella Franklin and Gracie Mitchell. Lizzie Mentier in 5th, Catherine Potter in 6th. David Mack 7th, Corking in 8th, Stanmore Wilson 9th. Poole will come through to win 160 again in 10th from Thompson and McLeod, and Fishburn, they're through. Shields is through to take the checker, as is Josh Harrison. We'll wait then for Leon Barlow in the number 42 to come through in 16th place. Robinson is through to take the checkered flag as well. That's Robinson 17th. Pawsey is 18th. We'll have Watson through, I think, in 19th. Girling will round out the top 20 in the number 81. He crosses line to take the checkered flag. They're coming round and will exit the track, and for the weighbridge will be the number 23. Your Heat 3 winner is Charlie Wyatt. So welcome back for our 2-stroke heat number 3. That's the number 66, and your pole sitter Ryan Elliott just taking a slow trip down the back straight, allowing everybody to get out of the dummy grid and get up onto the back and form up nicely for our 2-stroke class. Rolling start as always for our 2-stroke class. They'll run straight down and go straight through the first chicane and round the National Loop corner, and then they'll take the chicane on their first full racing lap back round. So it looks like we have a full complement of our two-stroke drivers getting themselves onto the back row of the grid, and we will be underway very, very shortly as they come out of hairpin number 2. Sorry, hairpin number 4. They will get themselves going. Elliott looks back to make sure everybody's there, plants the throttle and he's away. Kell joins him, the green flag drops, and we are racing in heat number 3 of our two-stroke class. Prentice goes to the inside. Callis Cole's going to run it right round the outside and keep her foot in, and she does, and she's up to 3rd. So Cole up to 3rd, Prentice down to 4th off the start. We'll have Ambrose in 5th as everybody runs through. Elliott leads then from Dan Kell down the back straight. Callis Cole has followed him all the way down and has opened up a little bit of a gap back to Max Prentice. We then have Andy Ambrose running in 5th, which will be 3rd in class overall, as we have Ryan Elliott out the front in the Soul X30, so he runs in a class of his own, not only because he's going to win, but because he is the only X30 out there on circuit. We then have Daniel Kell, Callis Cole, Andy Ambrose, Steve Kell and Tom Reeve racing in seniors, with Max Prentice, Jude Cole, Ben Ficini, Paul Swan, William Young, Alfie Lindsay, Josh Burns and Adam Parker, our junior drivers. There's Kell out onto the back straight, still followed by Callis Cole. And then just behind will be Max Prentice in the number 33, but a long way down the road already by a couple of seconds is the X30 of Elliott. He goes round hairpin 4 as we follow Daniel Kell coming under a lot more pressure than what he has in the previous races as the track dries. Callis Cole enjoying the track conditions a little bit more. Now it's a little bit drier. And I think at the moment our drivers are all out there on their wet tyres, but if the conditions continue as it is, I think we might have a difficult decision for some of our drivers to make later on in the day as to whether they're going to run slicks or wet. Later on we'll see whether it's a mix-up, as we have a driver stationary out there on the corner on the outside of the circuit just as they come through to the start line. So that car is there, it's partially on the racing line, and there's no yellow flag out just yet to warn our drivers, but it's there on the side of the circuit. Looks to get that one cleared out of the way very quickly and allow our drivers to continue racing. The yellow flag is now out, and that kart will hopefully be moved out of the way and onto the grass. It is, and the track is once again clear. So back to our on-track action. We have Ryan Elliott out at the front, 2.7 seconds away in the X30, but Dan Kell leads the Rotax charge in 2nd place, trying the best he can to maximise his chances of taking the championship. In the background is the 44 of Andy Ambrose. He needs to score as many points as he can, but realistically, if he can finish top 3 in class in every heat, he should be there or thereabouts when it comes to the championship mix tomorrow afternoon. So we have Ryan Elliott at the front, Dan Kell, Callis Cole, Max Prentice, Andy Ambrose and Jude Cole, Paul Swan, William Young, Ben Ficini, Steve Kell, Alfie Lindsay, the 22 of Tom Reeve. We have the 29 of Adam Parker, and then we have Josh Burns, who is out of the race. Unfortunately, it was his kart that was stationary just prior to the start-finish line. So we are now down to 13 drivers in our two-stroke class from our 14 starters. We are about to hit half race distance. Elliott comes through over the line, as does Dan Kell. The familiar battle for 3rd place has started again. It's Callis Cole, Max Prentice and Andy Ambrose. Jude Cole just behind them in the box seat, watching how it's going to unfold. He'll come into view in the background. There he is in the number 77 through the chicanes. Then there's a slight gap back to Paul Swan, running in 7th. So not much spray now coming off the wet tyres of our 2-stroke class. And I certainly wouldn't think it's brave enough for anybody to have run slicks in this one, but I think a lot of these drivers will be watching the junior pro kart class as looks like the 33 of Prentice has slowed at the hairpin. He's certainly moved from the gap that he was having in between Callis Cole and Andy Ambrose, and he's dropped down the timing screen to 6th place. He's back up and running though, so not sure what problems Max Prentice had. Seems to have got them sorted though in that number 33. But that now means that we do have a new junior leader, and it is the number 77 of Jude Cole, who not only won 2 heats earlier on for juniors, but he took 2 overall wins as well a lot earlier in the day for our very, very early start here at Teesside Karting. It was at 8:15 when we went on air for the culmination of round number 7. With that out of the way, we're now well into round number 8 as our drivers make their way round hairpin number 3, which is always the final corner here to dry out completely. And, even if we don't dry completely, it'll be the slippiest corner on the circuit, that's for sure. Another driver coming through. We have everybody over the line for 3 laps remaining. Ryan Elliott well out at the head of the field. Kell gets balked at the hairpin trying to get round Adam Parker, and that allows Alfie Lindsay to get past Steve Kell to Kell in front, and now Lindsay back down the inside, goes into the left corner, jacks the left wheel up in the air for maximum drive. Goes down the back straight, so in the front of that battle, Alfie Lindsay moves into the top 10 in the number 86 car. Fastest lap of the race, a personal one for Andy Ambrose with a 52.002. He's in 4th overall, with Ryan Elliott well out in front, almost 7 seconds his lead from Daniel Kell, but Kell the leading Rotax driver. Confirmation on the screen there then that Lindsay has got past Kell, which we saw on screen. See whether Kell can get himself back past in the lap and a half that he has remaining. So last lap board is out and has been taken by our current leader, the number 66 of Adam Parker. And Ryan Elliott. So Dan Kell then in 2nd, Callis Cole 3rd, Andy Ambrose in 4th. Onto the back straight for the final time for the number 66 of Ryan Elliott. Round the South Bank corner in his X30 is a 7-second lead back to Daniel Kell, so he can take it comfortably round the final 2 corners. Out he goes, so he's going to come through, he's going to take the checkered flag. Dan Kell, there he is, he takes the checkered flag. Dan Kell will come through to take the win in Rotax and pick up maximum points in his championship charge. In that class, he will be followed by Callis Cole, takes a fine 2nd place in the number 18, followed by Andy Ambrose in the 44. So another maximum point score in his championship charge for Kell. Ambrose drops 2 more, but it's only been 5 overall. As we mentioned earlier, he just needs to sensibly finish all the races within a couple of places of Dan Kell, and he will be our 2019 2-stroke champion here at Teesside. One of 3 classes in their first season, along with Bambinos and Junior Pro Kart. So drivers looking to be crowned the inaugural champion of those three classes. One more heat will be with you in a few moments. It will be our senior pro kart class. They'll be out on their slick tyres on the drying track. And the pole sitter will be the 111 of Jake Brooker, having taken a superb heat 2 win. Just have to, I think we'll be having the quad will be out very, very shortly to collect the number 34 kart of Burns, which is stopped from the outside of the sweep through to the start-finish line. To put that one back on the quad, and not had the greatest luck today as Josh Burns. Hopefully that can turn around for the final, and if not, at the very least for tomorrow. Turn here for round 9. William Young going over, followed by Tom Reeve onto the weighbridge. You can see in the background the unfamiliar sight of blue skies. We've not seen for a long time here, with the rain being quite harsh. And I think at some point we might even get treated to a tiny bit of sunshine. It would be an absolute dream compared to what we've had to endure during round 7 and the start of round 8. Burns is on the back of the quad, and he is moving his way into the pit lane. We will then back out.